So, as a district attorney, if that transnational repression bill passes, will you support it first of all? And how will you act if that kind of actions are happening from a foreign government over here?
And like we've already talked about, we are against violence and we are definitely against discrimination in any shape or form.
ਸੈਨਮਕੀਨ ਕਾਉਂਟੀ ਦੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਅਟਾਰਨੀ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਰੌਨ ਫਰੇਟਸ ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਿਛਲੇ 3-4 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਲਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਾਅ ਐਂਡ ਆਰਡਰ
Oh, I'm very honored to be here. The Sikh community is a very vital and important part of San Joaquin County.
ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਟ੍ਰੇਸੀ ਦਮਦਮੀ ਟਕਸਾਲ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਕਵਰੇਜ ਜਾਰੀ ਆ। ਇਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਸੈਨ ਮਕੀਨ ਕਾਉਂਟੀ ਦੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਅਟਾਰਨੀ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਰੌਨ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਰੀ ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਜੀ ਮਾਊਂਟੇਨ ਹਾਊਸ ਤੋਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਆ। ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ।
ਸਾਰੀ ਹੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਕਿ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ 14ਵਾਂ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੈ ਸਾਡਾ ਤੇ ਵੈਲ ਪਲੈਨਡ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸਾਡੀ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ ਵੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਰੱਖੀ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਨੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਲੰਟੀਅਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਈ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅੰਤ ਤੱਕ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਅੱਜ ਵੱਡਾ ਦਿਨ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਰੱਖੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਬੀ ਸੇਫ। ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਨੇ ਸੈਨਮਕੀਨ ਕਾਉਂਟੀ ਦੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਅਟਾਰਨੀ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਰੌਨ ਫਰੇਟਸ ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਿਛਲੇ 3-4 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਲਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਾਅ ਐਂਡ ਆਰਡਰ ਯੂਥ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਾਂ ਚੱਲਦੀਆਂ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਫੈਂਟਾਈਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਦਾ ਨਾ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ 'ਚ। ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰੂਲਸ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਕਿਊਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜੇਲ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਤੁਰੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਸੋ ਸੈਨਮਕੀਨ ਕਾਉਂਟੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗ੍ਰਾਫ ਆ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਤੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ 'ਤੇ। ਰੌਨ ਫਰੇਟਸ ਵੀ ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਆਫ ਰੌਨ ਫਰੇਟਸ ਫॉर ਯੂ ਸੋ ਡਨ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਗੁੱਡ ਵਰਕ ਫॉर द community and have Mr. Ron.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, Ron. How are you?
Very good. Thank you, Raj.
Thanks for coming here, visiting this occasion. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm very honored to be here. The Sikh community is a very vital and important part of San Joaquin County, and very honored to be asked to come here and participate in this great ceremony, this great celebration for Mountain House and Tracy.
So, as a San Joaquin district attorney, what are the kind of issues you are seeing related to our community?
It's very important that our community is one of the most diverse in the nation and that we champion that and encourage that. It is such a secret of our success, Sikh community being a very vital part of that. And their input is just absolutely outstanding. So we embrace that. We obviously, through education, early intervention, and enforcement, help our community because our freedom is one of our most fundamental rights. And as the district attorney, it's very, very important that we enhance that and make that available.
Mr. Ron, right now there is a transnational repression bill in California, which is in the rounds. We hope that it passes on. It basically says that any international government or any group, whoever says something or dictate violence towards the community, as you know, if you're not knowing that, maybe I'll tell you, like, Sikh community has been a victim. We had genocide happened on us in India, and the Indian government over here is trying to intimidate and put violence on our people. So, as a district attorney, if that transnational repression bill passes, will you support it first of all? And how will you act if that kind of actions are happening from a foreign government over here?
And like we've already talked about, we are against violence and we are definitely against discrimination in any shape or form. And hate crimes are a high priority in our office. We prosecute them very thoroughly, vertically, by some of our best trained prosecutors. So we don't want anybody to be discriminated upon or to be persecuted. And we want to make sure that people all have freedom to have their businesses, raise their families, be safe in their communities. So as a district attorney, we would promote all of those things.
There are a lot of issues in the community right now related to extortion calls as well.
Yes.
Lot of community members have told the businesses have told us that those kind of calls they're getting so many from gangsters, some over here, some overseas. So how, as your office, will be prosecuting those?
We work very thoroughly to investigate all these. We're closely with law enforcement and even have our own specialized units to make sure. My background was actually in prosecuting gangs for violent crimes for a very long time, over 20 years. So we are very well about how these organized crime units work. We are very good at dismantling them, whether they're peddling violence, narcotics, or just extortion. So in many different ways, we will work very, very hard to make sure that all people are safe and treated fairly and freely.
Fentanyl and other drug abuses and drugs over here, they have been in the fabric of this community right now, and they're dismantling it right now. How, as your office, is dealing with that issue?
Thank you for bringing that up. Fentanyl is one of our number one problems that we're seeing right now in our community. It's our number one cause of death, and we're on track to have 160 overdose deaths that are fentanyl-related deaths in San Joaquin County. This is far too many. It preys upon our poor, it preys upon our children, it preys upon our communities of color because of it's cheap. And we're finding right now that fentanyl is at least probably half of the narcotics that are sold illegally in our community. You may think that you're buying Oxy or Percocet or something else, but you're actually buying fentanyl. So we've been working very hard with our board of supervisors since taking office. We created a FIRST team, which stands for Fentanyl Intervention Response and Safety Team, getting the words out. We've spoken over 60 schools, letting kids know that one pill kills. We're also training our investigators that when they respond to an overdose, whether the individual dies or not, we're seizing the phones and we're finding who's selling these hot doses. Also, we're violently prosecuting. So we've tripled the size of our prosecution unit of attorneys. We've also joined the state, local, and national task force on fentanyl prosecution. Last month, we seized 19 pounds of fentanyl in San Joaquin County alone. So by breaking up the trade, getting the amount of fentanyl off the streets, and finally, individuals who are selling fentanyl, knowing that it's fentanyl and that someone dies, we're charging them with murder in San Joaquin County. So it is one of our number one concerns, and I'm very glad that you brought this up and you're very aware of it. We've also actually spoke at the temple, getting our one pill kills message out. We've done it in the Lodi Temple, and we'd love to speak to other organizations about it.
No, that's good to know. That's great to know. We want other district attorney offices to be as vigilant as San Joaquin County District Attorney Office. You've seen this message across California.
Yes.
You must have heard about that. They catch anybody who's doing that stuff and they release it.
Right.
That's been a big issue for the community and for the businesses as well. How is your office responding to that? How are they different from what Sacramento is dictating?
You know, we've been working very hard from the get-go, and that's the beauty of being the district attorney is that we found that catch and release is not a good criminal justice program. So we're filing high bail affidavits. We're filing repeat charges. We're filing enhancements. We're forcing the judges to keep the criminals in for many different ways and make sure that everyone is being prosecuted. Because if a person is a predator in our community, where they're selling fentanyl or violence or even repeat organized retail theft, this causes harm to our community, and we know that these individuals have to stay in custody.
Thank you, Mr. Ron Freitas. Thank you for your time and wish you good luck.
Thank you for the interview, Raj. My pleasure.
ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਨ ਸੈਨ ਮਕੀਨ ਕਾਉਂਟੀ ਦੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਅਟਰਨੀ ਰੌਨ ਫਰਾਈਟਸ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਫੈਂਟਨਲ ਦੇ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਐਕਸਟੋਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਾਲਸ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਰਿਪਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਬਿੱਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਸਖਤ ਸਜ਼ਾਵਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਨੂੰ ਭੰਨਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਮੁੱਖ ਭੂਮਿਕਾ ਨਿਭਾਉਣਗੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਲੀਨ ਰਵੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਰਹਿ ਸਕੀਏ ਕਵਰੇਜ ਜਾਰੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਰੇਡੀਓ USA ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ